What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bubble here, and today we will be talking about a video that scared the internet. A video made by the hosts of Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link. So, yesterday, when me and my friend were indulging in a game of Minecraft, he decided to hit me with a bombshell saying that, hey, did you hear about the Good Mythical Morning hosts, Rhett and Link? Do you know of them? I'm like, yeah, I do know of them. He sends me a video titled We're Done, and let's just say I thought they were retiring, especially with this whole retiring scene of YouTubers, big and small, from freaking Tom Scott, I think was one of them. And then we had Matt Pat retiring, and then we had the whole Jacksepticeye scare of him retiring, and then we have the scare of 2024 with Rhett and Link probably retiring. But the video isn't what it seems, and I'm going to get into that here in this video. So collectively, I've watched the whole thing, but I do want to kind of go step by step into this video and just kind of, you know, just kind of break it down for you so you know exactly what I meant by it's not one of those we're done type of videos. So let's get into that.
We've been on YouTube since 2006.
And we've decided that it's time to make a change.
You probably know us from Good Mythical Morning because we've made over 2,500 episodes of that.
But we've also made a bunch of other YouTube videos too since we started this original channel 18 years ago.
So right off rip, Rhett and Link basically go into the whole spiel of, well, hello everybody, we've been on this site since 2006, and basically go into their little history, and then they give you a whole compilation of their freaking videos that they've made, and it already sounds like a long time. 2000 since 2006. I think they also go in. That's like what, 18 years, and they do go into detail of like how many episodes they've done of Good Mythical Morning. 2,500 episodes, 18 years on the platform. So I think people would obviously assume right then and there. I think people would assume right then and there that they would retire off rip right then and there. But no, it gets better. It gets better after this whole compilation of videos. You're gonna see the craziness that is that video and why it scared so many people. And I'd like to also go ahead and say I did not know that they were behind the whole Chuck Testa video that Shmo Yoho vocalized basically, or songified. So yeah, that's sitting in my mind forever. But let's continue on with this video and see where it goes from here.
We loved making all that stuff. But once Good Mythical Morning really started taking off, it became harder and harder to justify taking all this time and these resources and putting it into one solitary video that might just get a little bit more views than an episode of Good Mythical Morning. And we didn't stop having big, ambitious ideas. We just kind of convinced ourselves that we needed to take those big, ambitious ideas and we needed to drive across town and try to talk some TV network executive into letting us make the big, ambitious thing that we wanted to make.
Right, so what we started doing, where we started pouring a lot of our creative energy, was in writing television pilots, developing television series, and pitching those starring us. And the response that we got back was, you guys aren't the right fit. More than once, that was the message that we got back. So then we pivoted and we started developing TV shows, writing pilots. Actually, we also wrote a movie not starring us.
We tried that.
And the feedback was, it's not the right time.
Obviously, we're starting to get the whole story together as to what this video is truly about. So as they get into the whole, after the compilation that they've made about all their amazing videos that they've done, they go into a whole spiel about how they took their time to write pilots, TV shows, starring themselves, which I think is, you know, an important thing for them, and it's really big for them to do since they love passion projects, and I think having a TV show is a passion project for them. But as they said, they didn't like it. or the producers didn't like that, or the TV people didn't really like that idea, so they threw it away. Then when they pivoted, as they said, when they pivoted, they basically said, um, they wrote TV shows not starring them, and then they're like, "Oh well, you're not really cut out for this type of shebang. Come back next year." And obviously, judging by their faces when they talk about that type of stuff, and judging by the tone of this video, I think they're quite a bit frustrated. But the real bread and butter is the fact that producers would look at them, a well-known content creator, not only well-known, but their production has increased exponentially over the past 18 freaking years. 2,500 episodes of Good Mythical Morning, and their acting is freaking phenomenal. It would even put Critical's freaking part in the Hunger Games to shame. So that's where we're at. But they will get into a very serious moment where they really will say that they're done. But not what you think.
It wasn't the right time. And then we wrote a novel that, thanks to you, became a New York Times bestseller, and we thought it would make a pretty damn good TV series.
Actually, that's why we wrote it. We basically wrote a book because we thought it would make a good
That was
TV
part of the
show.
dream, yeah. And the response back was they didn't agree, or at least haven't yet. We did land a TV show a couple of years ago, and what we quickly learned was that we had to make that show for the TV network's audience. So the original vision of what the show would be in our minds had to morph for that audience, and then I think everybody was counting on that we were bringing you along for the ride. It wasn't. It wasn't everything we hoped.
We didn't make the show that we wanted to make. The bottom line is that we've spent a lot of time asking for permission to make the thing that we want to make, and we are done.
The forces have spoken. They said that they're done asking other people what they should be making. They're done asking for permission to beat themselves. They're done trying to appease to everyone else's demands. They're gonna sit there and make what they basically want to make, and they're done taking the suit and tie route, and they're saying the pants are coming off. We're doing it our way, and rightfully so. A lot of YouTubers have basically sat there and said, let's just make videos to basically appease the audience, or appease the bigwigs upstairs, or appease YouTube themselves. And obviously, we've seen what happens. Lots of YouTubers taking breaks, lots of YouTubers basically not looking like they're enjoying the content that they're making, and a lot of YouTubers sitting there and basically just quitting the scene altogether because it's just exhausting. But because of that, a lot of YouTubers took the shift, and a lot of people took a shift and said, "I'm gonna make what I want to make, and I'm gonna be happy doing it." And obviously, we've seen a change in that. Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, and I think Corey X Kendrick were some big names, and of course, was Critical. He was also one of the big ones. He stopped trying to pander towards just audiences in general. He just wanted to make things that he feels, comfortable making. Same with all the other creators I've mentioned. And it's the same thing with Good Mythical Morning. And that's basically the video that they go into. And I think the title really got everyone's attention, because otherwise people wouldn't have looked at it any more serious than it really is. So with that being said, I do wish Good Mythical Morning some best of luck, and Rhett and Link best of luck. Basically just making what they want to make, and hopefully they can, pivot more for their own creativity, and hopefully not feel the YouTuber burnout that every YouTuber has felt since the dawn of time. But that's about all the time I got for this one, so that's about it. Y'all have a good night.